If I see one more comment about someone talking about 6ix9ine, I'm gonna get mad. Stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear a theory about it. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, it was this. Oh, yo, Red. Yo, Red. Listen, boy, listen. Stop that, okay? You guys are causing me a lot of trouble, okay? Detectives came to me already, okay? Like, it's getting ridiculous. They're going to my mom. Like, this is a big problem. If you guys keep going with this Island Boy stuff, I promise you I'm gonna get mad.
The hip-hop community was completely blindsided when news broke that the Island Boys were facing a federal investigation, a revelation that sent shockwaves across social media and left their already fading careers hanging by a thread. Behind the viral chaos and the goofy, colorful Florida dread look, rumors emerged that the twins were allegedly tied to a calculated home invasion setup, one that ended with federal agents showing up at their homes with search warrants and flipping their world upside down. The truth behind why the feds came knocking turned out to be darker and more layered than anyone expected. Commentators and YouTubers quickly jumped in, breaking down leaked audio, insider chatter, and circulating footage. The story turned into full-blown internet detective drama, with fans analyzing every detail like they were solving a Hollywood crime thriller, and at the center of it all, the November 2025 break-in at 6ix9ine's Florida mansion. During the robbery, 4 masked gunmen held 6ix9ine's 60-year-old mother at gunpoint while tearing through the house for cash, jewelry, and anything they could grab. The craziest part? 6ix9ine was live streaming with Jack Doherty at that exact moment, boasting about never needing security, essentially broadcasting that his home was empty. Detectives online immediately noticed how perfectly timed the break-in was. The execution was too smooth to be random, and connections slowly pointed toward the Island Boys.
Talked openly about not having security, and then he's advertising that he's not home on this live stream.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's silly. I don't know why he's out there bragging about not having security, because he definitely needs security, and this is not gonna go away for multiple reasons. He's an easy target. You know, when you walk around with, you know, $250,000 in jewelry on you, if you insist on walking around with that type of money, then you need professional help. And it's your friends hanging out with you obviously are insufficient. You need people that know what they're doing.
While 6ix9ine was on live stream showing off his place and announcing he wasn't home.
All right, know the fucking vibes. We outside. Here with my boy Jack.
Yes, sir.
Fresh home.
4 masked figures were allegedly tuned into that same live stream, watching every second like a countdown and waiting for the perfect moment to slide in with precision. Across social media, people started playing detective, comparing leaked clips from the robbery to old Island Boys videos, studying the walk, the shoulder bounce, the way the suspects swung their arms, even tiny posture habits that only longtime viewers would notice. Then the first major clue hit the internet like a flash. One of the robbers looked like he was rocking a chain identical to Kodiak Red's custom piece. Same design, same engraving, same shine he'd shown off in recent IG posts. The match was so close that fans began posting side-by-side screenshots claiming it was basically the same exact item. Online investigators went into full frenzy mode. Some people even ran the robber's voice through recognition apps and swore the results came back with high % matches. Suddenly the conversation flipped. People weren't just saying the Island Boys were fading out, they were saying they might have stepped into something serious. As the theories kept spreading, the pressure built until one of the twins finally cracked and jumped online with the response. But instead of calming things down, his reaction made everything look even more questionable. He started tossing out alibis nobody asked for, talking about being in Vegas, mentioning taxis, timestamps, random West Coast Florida details. Stuff that sounded way more like he was prepping for a courtroom than casually shutting down a rumor.
If God forbid it doesn't go in your guys' direction, for real, I think you guys take all of your jewelry assets and invest it in something. So you guys will never ever be broke again.
Hey, George, hold on. No, hold on. No, hold on.
This is a podcast.
No.
Here, I'll move it for you. I was giving you nice advice, bro.
Meanwhile, 6ix9ine kept flexing nonstop, showing off luxury cars, piles of cash, and even dropping $1 million gifts on his mom like it was nothing. At the same time, people online kept saying the Island Boys were allegedly dealing with money problems, and that contrast became the spark for a whole new wave of theories. Comment sections lit up with folks claiming this gap in lifestyle could be the motive, painting a picture where jealousy, pressure, and desperation might have mixed into something messy.
Stop mentioning me in your videos. Stop. Or whatever videos you're mentioning me in, stop mentioning me in the comment section. Stop! Stop, you understand me?
When one of the twins jumped online and started ranting about being in Vegas, the whole thing instantly backfired. He kept dropping extra details nobody asked for. Street names, times, random movements, almost like he was trying to build a timeline on the spot. Instead of sounding confident, it came across like he was scrambling, and the internet could smell that panic from a mile away. Viewers didn't take it as solid proof. They took it as a stressed out reaction from someone who felt the walls closing in.
Hey, for anyone that's saying that I had robbed somebody's house, 6ix9ine, Red is in the west coast of Florida, and I was in Vegas. I just got to Florida, just now. I'm riding a taxi. I just got to Florida. What you saying? Tripping? I ain't robbed nothing, man.
He kept doubling down hard, tossing out even more timestamps, more locations, and extra explanations like he was reading off a script under pressure. Every new detail sounded sharper and more desperate, and the vibe shifted fast. Fans started pointing out how his energy felt way too defensive, almost like he was trying to outrun the conversation instead of shutting it down.
One more comment about someone talking about 6ix9ine, I'm gonna get mad. Stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear theory about it. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, it was this. Oh, yo, Red. Yo, Red. Listen, boy, listen. Stop that, okay? You guys are causing me a lot of trouble, okay? Detectives came to me already, okay? Like, it's getting ridiculous. They're going to my mom. Like, this is a big problem. If you guys keep going with this Island Boy stuff, I promise you I'm gonna get mad.
Then he admitted that detectives had already pulled him in for questioning and even reached out to his mother. That revelation sent everything into overdrive. The moment people heard investigators were actually involved, the situation jumped from internet gossip to something real, and social media instantly blew up with theories and panic takes. But then came the biggest twist of the whole story. During a live stream with Aiden Ross, 6ix9ine shut the Island Boys rumors down completely, saying the people who hit his house were local neighborhood kids with no tattoos. His version of the story clashed with everything the internet had been hyping up: voice matches, chain comparisons, posture breakdowns. All those fan-made detective edits suddenly didn't line up anymore. This is where the narrative split into three wild lanes. Either the internet had been completely wrong from the start, or 6ix9ine was low-key protecting someone to keep bigger drama from unfolding. Or there was a whole hidden layer to this situation that nobody had uncovered yet.
I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest. Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to do some. Like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But if it was your favorite artist, your favorite actor, and that was done, they don't get no cool points for that. My mom is 60 years old. Y'all know I'm supposed to come home. Y'all know I'm home all the time. I'm on house arrest. So y'all take the opportunity that I'm not home. Y'all see me on live stream with Jack Doherty in Miami, and y'all do that. That's whack. Get no coupon for. I don't think nobody respects that.
6ix9ine even doubled down and said he saw enough physical details during the chaos to completely rule the brothers out. He insisted the suspects didn't match their size, their build, or their overall look, making it sound like the Island Boys weren't even close to fitting what he saw. That statement shook the whole conversation because it directly challenged every theory people had been stacking up online.
Allegedly, people were saying it was the Island Boys.
No, I don't even think Island Boys.
No, that's what I saw. I swear.
That's what.
No.
There were kids in this neighborhood.
What
so
the
let
fuck?
me leave that real clear. There's 230 homes in my neighborhood. What it's pointing out to be, yeah, he didn't do that then. But what was pointed out to be that it was kids in the neighborhood because there was no car that came in, no car that left. So it was white kids at that.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Hell no.
There was no tattoos, so
Are you gonna be
this myth that it was those two brothers that there's no tattoos, their face was able to see, there was no tats, so that's just a myth. They're just Instagram conspiracies, whatever fuck. But anyway, long story short, I'm glad that my mom's okay, I'm glad that my dog's okay, I'm glad that my family's okay.
Amazing.
And these people took the opportunity when I wasn't home.
He stressed that the intruders had 0 visible tattoos and partially visible faces. Details he said made it flat out impossible for the Island Boys to be involved. According to him, their look didn't match at all, and that claim threw a huge wrench into everything the internet thought it had figured out. But even with his explanation, the fact that federal agents stepped in meant this wasn't some simple break-in. The feds usually only touch cases with hints of organized crime, interstate movement, or a high-profile target, so people knew something heavier had to be sitting under the surface. The timing, the weird silence, the suspicious overlaps, all of it kept online investigators digging deeper, like they were trying to crack a real case. Then another detail lit up the whole situation. The Island Boys suddenly went completely silent on social media during the exact window of the robbery. These dudes normally posted non-stop, sometimes multiple times a day, so going dark for days had fans raising eyebrows fast. To a lot of people watching, there was no way that silence was just coincidence. Meanwhile, the break-in itself looked way too clean to be some random hit. The robbers moved like they had inside knowledge. Like they already knew exactly when 6ix9ine wasn't home, exactly which rooms to hit, and exactly what valuables were worth grabbing. They slid through the house with a level of confidence that made people feel like this wasn't some sloppy street move. It was a calculated play. As the investigation pushed forward, one thing became crystal clear. This situation wasn't just another robbery headline. It turned into a full-blown case study showing how social media fame, real-life desperation, and digital footprints collide in the wildest ways. Every live stream, every post, every leaked clip became a clue in a story that felt like it was unfolding in real time right in front of the world. With fans digging up their own evidence, different people dropping contradicting statements, and federal agents stepping in, the whole thing spiraled into one of the most chaotic hip-hop dramas of the year. Every day brought some new angle, some new theory, or some new twist that had everyone glued to the updates, and in the ending, still unwritten.